Good morning. So it is the first day back at work. Yeah, so my plan is to get to work by about 7:30. Check out my new space because I found out like mid-June that my principal decided to move us, which I really wish we found out like mid-May so that we could have like packed up the room, but we didn't know. We were told we were staying put. So now I'm moving to a different room, which will be fun. Not fun at all. So most of today is gonna be most probably me just trying to like get everything moved to the new space. I don't have any like official meetings until like Monday, but I do need to schedule some like teacher, meetings to prep for my kids' first days of school. If you're new here, I am a teacher of the blind and visually impaired in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And in Georgia, we start back at school like super early, but we also get out early. Like we're done by Memorial Day, and then we have 2 months of summer, and then teachers start back the last week of July, which is today. It's like July 26th today, I think. So teachers start back the last week of July, and I feel shiny without having highlighter on. Okay. Okay. All right, so we are gonna finish getting ready, and then y'all are gonna come along with me, and I'll show you guys my new space and give you guys a little bit of footage of like what my first week back at work is like. Okay, so this is my old classroom, which as you can see is very little packed up. So it's all of this. And all of this. And then there's also stuff in this filing cabinet, but I can just get them to move this. So I might put more stuff in this and get them to just move it. But all of these books and stuff need to be packed up. They got us boxes. So yeah, so this is gonna be my day, guys. Packing and moving to the other room. Okay, second load. I've already packed up another one. It's just slow and steady. Luckily, this isn't a massive school. It's a pretty small school. But so what I've decided to do is look at this as an opportunity. This is a blank slate, a really empty room that I can kind of like configure however I want and organize however I want. So I'm gonna utilize these cabinets. Hopefully there's something in them. Bring my label maker tomorrow, probably label things. But right now my goal is just to move everything from the other room to this room, and then the rest of the week when I'm not at meetings and stuff, of course, will be organizing it. The main goal as a TBI, because I have Braille students, is to get the Braille embosser up and running so that I can produce materials that the kids need the first week of school. So that's like the main goal, but I'm gonna just focus on not just throwing everything in, like actually organizing things, not just putting it wherever, like putting it in be purposeful with where I put things and organize stuff. Last year, because of COVID, they moved our rooms, and admin very kindly, and I'm very thankful for it, moved all our stuff for us, but it was just kind of put wherever, and then we never really had time to like properly organize it. So I am going to embrace this room as my own and make it my own. So let's see how this goes.
Sand. When I met you, didn't have plans, but I stayed when I should have ran. Hey, and this happens every time. Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know I'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this. I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall.
It is bright and it is hot, but we are leaving. It is 12:30, I think, ish. I can't really see my clock right now. 12:32. Yep. So I made several back and forths, and I was just like dragging. So I'm gonna go get food. I placed a rapid pickup order at Panera, and I'm gonna do curbside and just like, oops, sorry. I'm gonna do curbside and just eat in my car. But yeah, so it's work, you know, it's happening, it's getting done. I'm like, you know, overwhelmed, at least, well, I felt the overwhelm, you know, when I walked into the room this morning. It was like, oh no, don't make me, you know, where do I start? So, but as you can see, I basically, you know, just started like, I just, as opposed to like packing a bunch of boxes and then taking the boxes over, because those boxes are like huge and everything would be like so heavy in them, I just started like filling the boxes and loading carts and then just taking the carts over and unloading them. But yeah, so I found some small boxes to load up the books that are on the shelf that were like left in that room, that aren't mine. So I'm gonna load up as best I can, like the stuff that's in there that I don't want for somebody to come pick up for me. So I think my goal, my main goal for today is to try to get everything from my old room to my new room. And then tomorrow I can worry about like organizational kind of stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna get some lunch, get back to the school by like 1:30, and spend, you know, the next couple of hours finishing moving stuff I haven't decided like what other kinds of things that I need. I think I've got plenty of bookshelves. It's really just, I was trying to decide whether I need another table or not, but I think I might just do one table, because I only have one student that I work with in that room, and then get maybe an extra small table or desk for my paraprofessional, and then they're going to move my desk into that room. So that's kind of like the plan for the rest of the day, is just to get everything moved over to that new room, and then I'll worry about like where everything goes tomorrow. I don't think I have any meetings until like next Monday. So yeah, so that's the goal, is to get everything just over there so that I can worry about like figuring out what to do in the room tomorrow. Okay, so a box fell on my head a second ago. It was an empty box. It was one of these, well, you can see that, Perkins Braille boxes. It didn't have a Braille in it, thankfully. But it fell on my face, and now my glasses are broken. These are my favorite glasses, too. Makes me really sad. I literally just got a compliment on these glasses this morning. And now look at me. Luckily, I have a backup pair of glasses. But, yeah. The dangers of moving rooms. Okay, so I'm about to go home. I have actually gotten quite a bit done. I only have like a few things left to bring. Like I have my like assessment kit bag, some chairs, and like a couple of like these big like kit items that are like really ugly and cumbersome, which I wish I could just like get rid of altogether. I actually think I need to like ship them back. So I need to find boxes big enough to ship them back. I'm wondering if these huge boxes they gave me would be big enough to ship them back, because if they are, I don't know if they are. They're like really big containers. I'll show you tomorrow, but I'll show you what I've gotten done. Okay, so it's a mess, I know, but I brought all of this. I haven't unloaded this cart yet. I brought all of the stuff that's on this shelf. I took almost everything out of these. I just need to get those games out and put them in a box. And then all of this is the stuff that came out of the cabinet that needs to be like taken away from this room, that doesn't belong to me. I started organizing this shelf and that shelf a little bit, and then I also started organizing this shelf. So I'm gonna bring like my label maker tomorrow and label, like basically I'm doing like assessment here, professional books there, Braille curriculum here. I think this is just gonna be like resources, but I may move that. These are just like reading Braille books, you know, like for kids. And then I have like Brigant's test right there. I think it's Brigant's, I can't remember. But like a assessment right there. That's just there temporarily. And then I'm supposed to find out where all of these books that aren't mine are going to end up. And if they go somewhere, then I'll have that shelf space as well available to me. And then I put little signs up, so I'm gonna have them, they're bringing some bigger furniture, so I'm gonna have them put the teacher desk here, the filing cabinet there, and then I'm not sure what I'll do for my para. I'm thinking maybe we will get her like a small desk or table that we can put here for her near the door. That's what I'm thinking. That we will kind of have like a separation from each other. And she'll be a busy lady, so she won't really be in here as much anyway. Those are technically trash. I got them because I thought I might be putting those books in them, but that's like a big undertaking, so I'm gonna wait until I hear. So yeah, so I just have a few more things to bring in. Okay, yeah, so I just have a few more things to bring into the school, bring from that room to this room. And then tomorrow is really just gonna be about organizing and making it like feel like a home. So, because it's not bad in here. I actually think this little wallpaper thing that somebody put back here is kind of cute. But it is kind of boring in here. But I'm not the kind of teacher that needs to have things on the walls. And if I do have things on the walls, I would want them to be like tactile or like functional in some way. So I'm not really sure. I do have like a US map I can put up on the wall, so maybe I'll do that. I'm considering maybe doing something fun for my door just to make it feel like mine. We'll see. All right, so end of day 1. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. This is day 2 of pre-planning. I got a breakfast sandwich at Starbucks and it was cold when I got it, so I heated it at work. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and then I thought I would do like a quick little like haul with you guys of the stuff that I got at Target the other day, and then we are gonna get to bringing the last bit of stuff into this room, and then we're gonna work on some organization and decoration today. Okay, so I thought I'd do a quick little haul with you guys of the stuff I got at Target. I actually did a haul in my car in my back to school shopping vlog, but there's all this like background noise. There is a server in this room, so hopefully this background noise isn't too bad. But, so the first thing I got was, we'll do some of the boring stuff. I got 3 new binders, and I went ahead and just got the Target brand binders, because like I don't even know, I think they're like on one of these shelves. I think they're on one of these shelves. But like I used to get the, let me grab it. I know these like Staples ones are like recommended like in like organizational videos that I've seen, but the issue is that it has already, I'm going to show you this where you're not going to see, but you see how the binder has already broken right here? So this is like more expensive, supposed to be like super durable binder, and it's already broken. So, which may just be proof of like how, what's the word? How much endurance, you know, like materials the teachers use have to go through, because kids are using them often and then they're just getting thrown through the ringer. So, but, so in a year, that's what happened to that fancy binder. So I decided to just get 3 of the Target brand binders. It's still the kind that lays flat, but these were like, you know, like $3 each, whereas like the Staples ones are like, you know, $10 each or something. I can't even remember. I got 3 colors for 3 Braille students that I have. I got 1 red, purple, and pink. And like I said, I just decided like, what's the point in paying like a lot of money for like a durable like binder if it's just gonna break on you anyway. So I just got the Target brand binders, and then I also got this like accordion file thingy. It looks like this on the inside. The idea behind this is because previously, and I'll actually show you guys what I was doing, I was just using like bins, like that has some flashcards in it, but like bins like this, where I would have like the book in it, and then, so like there's books for each lesson that I do in the curriculum that I'm using with my kindergartner. There's like a Braille book for each week, and then you have to make little like flashcards for games, and then I don't have it in here, but like I think I sent them all home free. That's why, but like little sentence strips and stuff, like there's stuff that you have to make for each lesson. So my idea was that I would use this to prep like up to like 10 lessons at a time, I think it was what I was thinking of doing. And I would have like, sorry, there was like a hair on the back, and I would have like the, you know, the book for that week, the sentence strips, any flashcards, like the games, whatever it is that you need for that particular lesson, like in one of these files. And then, so I think there's 13 in here, so I was thinking 10 lessons at a time I would prep for, and then I would have like 2 pockets for just like recurring games, like there's like a number game we play, or maybe just like the letter flashcards, and I would just keep them in baggies like in the other 2 pockets. But yes, I thought I would prep like up to 10 lessons at a time and just cycle through. as we finish a lesson. So that was the plan for this, so that like all of the, like it's all in this as opposed to just piles of bins. You know, I thought it might look nicer. And then let's see what's in this bag. I also went ahead and got, last year I got my para I think I got her academic planner last year, but this time I got the teacher lesson planning calendar for 21-22. But it just, I thought it was a good gesture to give her like a nice little planner, because she also produces a lot of materials for my students and has to keep track of like what's going on in the Braille student that she works with, her classroom. So it just helps for her to have some sort of planner to keep track of all of that. I'm going to show you this in a second. Whoa. All right. I found this in the dollar spot. I bought like Dollar Tree, like Play-Doh clay for my student last year, but I saw this in the dollar spot, so I thought this clay would be really fun. Playing with clay and Play-Doh is really good for building up like finger strength and dexterity, which is really important for Braille learning. So I got some clay for my student. I got some like shelf liner, like grippy pads. And this actually isn't for shelves, this is for Braille reading. So like, as you can imagine, like when you're reading paper Braille, there is electronic Braille too, which is like a different conversation to have. But when you're reading paper Braille, which is mainly what you read when you're young, especially like kindergarten age, it's a sheet of paper. So I'm gonna adjust you guys a little bit. But you are reading like paper, and if you're reading paper on like a table, the paper can like slide around. So I got some grip, because you basically put this on the table and then put the piece of paper. But if you put this on the table and then the piece of paper on this, then the paper doesn't slide around as you're moving your hands across the page, if that makes sense. So grippy paper, you know, a shelf liner. And then I went ahead and got a couple of packs of these, like the furniture dot things. Usually like these are really to put like on the bottom of like rugs and like lamps and, you know, furniture and stuff, so that it doesn't like scuff the wood. But we use them for like tactile graphics and like counting, and I actually have like a plan to use these on some printables that I got off of Teacher Pay Teacher, which I'll show you guys in a second, like what I'm going to use them for. But we also just like having them on hand for other things too. I got some command strips for some things that I want to hang up that are heavier. And then went ahead and got lots of hand sanitizer. So, because I wasn't sure if they were going to continue to provide things like hand sanitizer to us this year. Last year, because of COVID, they provided hand sanitizer to us, but this year they didn't. Okay, and then I think the only other thing I bought at Target I need to show you guys is I did buy a calendar. This has like gold trimmer on the sides. It's just a regular dry erase one. I considered getting the chalk, like the black chalkboard one, because I know you can get like different like markers for it these days, like chalk markers. But in the end I just decided to go with white. And then I did get a pack of like multi-expo markers, the cleaner and the eraser. So the idea behind this is that we could have like color coded, so like I could be like red, my parrot can be blue, we can have like the school that we're based at here be green, and then maybe like the whole school district would be black. And then we can put like, you know, like if I have an IEP meeting, I would put that on here in red. And then if my para was out, you know, for a doctor's appointment, then she put it in her color. If there's, you know, like an event going on in the school, like Grandparents' Day or, you know, an award ceremony or something, then we would put it for the school's color. And then if there's like if there's something going on in the school district that's big, then we would put that on here as well, like a training or like when we have a planning day or a holiday or something like that, that would go. So that way everything's color coded and we will know where everybody is, what's going on, if the schedule's going to be different. we're like aware. So that's like the goal for this dry erase marker calendar. And then I did buy a couple of things on Teachers Pay Teachers that I printed out last night. And then I also made one thing on Etsy. So I say this mantra almost every day with my kindergartner. And I ran out of cardstock paper, so I might have to laminate this one. But we say every day, I am strong, I am brave, I am smart, I am kind, and I've got this. So this is just like her little mantra to like remind herself that she is all of these things and she can do it, and not to get discouraged. So I made this little poster that I'm gonna add Braille to, of course. And then I also got some stuff on Teachers Pay Teachers. They're all from the same shop, which I will put her handle and link to the shop below if you're curious. I only printed 0 through 10 for now, but I wanted things that I could easily like adapt to make tactile. She is in kindergarten, so she is still learning like her numbers and counting and shapes and all that fun stuff. So I can easily put Braille, like the digit and the word on here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take puff paint and outline the cells. And then like on the ones where there is a number, like here for number 2, I'm going to outline the cells with puff paint. And then I'm going to use my little sticker dots to put in the counters, if that makes sense. So these are going to represent the counters in the what do you call this? It's called a cell, like a 10 cell. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. There's like a word for this like diagram. But yeah, so that I'm gonna make tactile. And then I printed the ones for the coins. I'm literally just going to tape like a physical coin, glue a physical coin on here, and then put the Braille here, and then Braille out this. Each one has a little poem: penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. The color doesn't really matter so much to my Braille student. Braille students learn by, if they don't have sight, that my kindergartner has very limited sight. She has light perception only, but if they have some vision, then they can learn the colors too. But most Braille students learn by how they like the size, the edges. So like the penny has a smooth edge, the dime has a rough edge, the nickel has a smooth edge, and the quarter has a rough edge. The weight, and then the actual size and thickness as well, you know, like the diameter and the thickness of the coin. But like grown-ups who have learned properly, that have that ability, can like have a bunch of change in their hand and just know by the weight like how much change is in their hand. But yeah, so I'm going to adapt all of these by putting the physical coin like on it and the Braille. And then the last thing is I did get shapes. I'm just going to write the word here and then puff paint the shape, like the outline of the shape. So I'm gonna put all of these on the wall for some like decoration, and then for things, and I'm gonna put them like at the level that she can actually touch them. So those are the things that I got at Target and Teachers Pay Teachers for like my teacher haul. I might be getting a few other things here and there that I'll try to show you guys if we're still filming when I do that. Okay, so we are going to unload this cart, head back to the other room, try to finish getting all of the last bit of stuff over into this room. All right, so let's continue with day 2. Okay, so it is 10 after 9, and I finally got like everything into my room. I finally found out why it's been so hot in this room. It's because the room next door controls the air in this room. And she's apparently super cold natured, so every morning she comes in and turns the AC off. And that's why it's been so freaking hot in here. Yeah, crazy hot. So yeah, there's that. But she said she's not going to touch it anymore. I told her there's like for some reason a server in this room, and that the server can't get overheated, and that also kind of like helped her. I still don't know why the server's in my room. Whatever, it's always going to be making this like noise behind us. But But the servers can't get overheated. I know that because my husband has like a small server in our house in the little cabinet, and he's always opening the cabinet door because he doesn't want it to get overheated. So I know how important it is to keep a server cool. So she said she's gonna stop touching it. I turned it back on, cranked down the air, and it's already feeling a lot better in here, so that makes me happy. But yeah, so we are going to be sorting out this like mess in here and organizing things. I brought my label maker. I also want to decorate my door. I have this like idea for I kind of went on Pinterest and got some ideas, but I think I'm gonna do a Go Bananas for Braille. And so I got some paper, and then I'm gonna make some like textured bananas, and then we're gonna add like some Braille to it. I need to go make letters for it though, but other than that, I think that is it. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so mainly just organization. There's gonna be some things in here that are just trash, that need to be gotten out of my room. And then I still have a cart in my room. I'll show you in a second, because I brought the let me just show you. Okay, so I brought blue paper and green. They didn't have brown, but I thought I would just use like the color of the door for like the tree. So basically I'm gonna have some blue, and I'm gonna cut it in a way hopefully that it like is like the shape of a tree where the wood is exposed. And then I'm gonna like crinkle up some paper to be like leaves coming out of the tree, and then hang some like textured bananas off of it, so that the door, you know, is textured for my student. And then I'm gonna add like, you know, the phrase Go Bananas for Braille, and like add some Braille to it. I just thought it'd be fun to have a door decoration. This is what I brought from the other room. Nobody wants a binding machine anymore. Basically it plugs in. You can you know, make whatever you call that binding side to paper, and then use this thing at the top to like use the binding coils to bind books. But all of our paper is already, let me show you like an example. Like an example of a Braille book, or like this. So see, like Braille paper already is, you know, punched that way, and it's tractor feed paper, and then you pull the tractor feed off the edge, and then you can bind it like this. So we do a lot of binding with Braille, so I need the binding machine. I'm cooling off thankfully, but it's like crazy heavy, and I want to put the binding machine on this countertop somewhere, along with, let me zoom you guys out a little bit, on this countertop somewhere along with the tactile image enhancer, and plug them both in right there. But I need to clean off this shelf first, so we need to organize all this stuff. All of these boxes, except for that box, and all of this stuff right here, minus the whiteboard, is going to be removed from my room, hopefully sometime soon. I also am waiting on my desk, which is going to go right here. All right, so I'm gonna make some labels now for things and start doing some organization.
Sand. When I met you, didn't have plans, but I stayed when I should have ran. Hey, and this happens every time. Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know we'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? 'Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out. I don't wanna lose all this. I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, 'cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I'm afraid I'll fall. just take my hand. Hey, and this happens every time, but with you I know I'll be fine. You're the sun in my darkest night. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this. I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall.
Okay, so I also just determined another reason for why this room has been so hot. And it's because this, like, curtain thing was, like, wrapped in the door so that it was, like, propped open, basically. And there was a crack in the door, and all the cool air was getting out. Seriously? And that also means that it wasn't locked. And I'm wondering, has it been like this all summer? Has it been open all summer? I do have a nice view though, and out to the like pretty little courtyard and garden that they built. I'll show you. So this is my little view out to the courtyard. So I'm like on the very end of the building, and it's so pretty. They've got the trees and a little bench, and they built a little garden. But yeah, so fun. But yeah, so that explains why it's also been burning up in here, because all the air's been escaping. Okay, so I turned on some like summer kitchen ambient noise. I just felt like I needed something calming in the background. Okay, so I've labeled all of these containers. And then I put some stuff away and labeled these as well. My next goal mainly is to work on clearing all of this off so that I can put those two pieces of equipment up on the shelf, and then I can worry about putting the last of this stuff away somewhere. And I also want to organize that shelf better over there. So yeah, so that's the goal right now.
So who knows where we're gonna land? I know you're scared, babe, I understand, but I got you, just take my hand. Hey, and this happens every time, but with you I know I'll be fine. You're the sun in my darkest night. Hey.
Okay guys, so I got a good bit done, I think. I think I'm gonna stop for now, and like I was gonna go, it's only 10:53, but I've been here since 7:30, and I am going to go to Walmart to get a couple things and then get lunch early just because I need to get out of this room. But I'll show you guys what I've done so far. Okay, so I cleaned off most of this counter, and I went ahead and put, like I said, the binding machine and the tactile image enhancer, which I need to find the cord for this. All of this I just kind of pushed down because this is like, some of this stuff is like office supply stuff, so I need to like sort through that. I think I'm gonna like put some like organizational stuff like at the end of this table right here, for like office supplies. I also got these, somebody was giving these boxes away, so I got, let me show you. I just thought this one was super cute, even though it's a little bent and torn, but I'll tear it up myself. Has a little bow on the front. And then I got two of these boxes. I thought the color might go well with this like wallpaper that's back here. So I'm probably gonna use this to like store some stuff on this. Ooh. Use this to store some stuff on this counter. I just don't know what yet. So that, and then I've organized this a little bit more. My resources cabinet, labeled tactile graphics down at the bottom. And then I'm thinking that's low vision up there, but I haven't decided like how to organize it yet. But I have organized this and labeled everything. And then this is still a work in progress. I have some random stuff at the top, but I need to make a label for sensory. So this is all sensory stuff, the sandbox, the clay, and the Play-Doh, and then the crayons. If you use these little like textured boards with paper and crayon, it makes the crayon tactile, so you can feel the crayon on a piece of paper. So that's just like for coloring, and then stickers, which my student loves, and then the rest of it is mostly like math manipulatives, which is the bottom two shelves. So I've labeled that. So that's pretty much like all I've got done. That big mess over there, remember, is supposed to be gone, so that's like stuff that's going away. And then I still need to sort through all of this junk, but I'm gonna get some like organizational stuff for all of the office supplies. I think I'm pretty much getting rid of like all of these like old bins. I'm keeping these. I do like these for organization, but all of these things like I've thrown over here. They were just ones that I found other people using, so like all of those bins, like these bins were just nasty and old and broken, and I was just using as temporary storage. But I'm trying to like clean things up and make it look a little more organized and just not ugly, you know, pretty. And these are all just like ancient resources. I'm hoping they'll find somebody that wants those board games. And then the boxes are really, I guess, just trash. So, but like all of this stuff, minus the whiteboard, is going to be hopefully taken away soon. And hopefully sometime today or tomorrow, they will bring me my desk and my filing cabinet. And I think we're doing good. I brought in my, these are my assessment kits for cortical visual impairment and regular like ocular conditions. Those are my like 2 assessment kits. And then I did put all of this up here. So I've got my, that's not really mine. It was like inherited, so I just put it up there. I've got preschool, which is kind of like also like toy box. I might relabel that toy box because it's the box I get down and let my kindergartner, you know, play dress up and play with toys and dolls and stuff. And then I have a pre-Braille box with stuff for like young kids, and then a tactile textures box, and then tactile papers, and I put all of those up there. So yeah, so I am going to go to, like I said, Walmart and lunch. I got a free like card for a Chick-fil-A sandwich, so I'm gonna get like Chick-fil-A for lunch. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So see you guys soon. Hey guys, good morning. It is day 3 of planning, and today it's just gonna be, we got everything moved, so today is just all about finishing, organizing, decorating, and trying to get this room as much, you know, where it feels like a little bit of a home base, you know. Okay, so I was going to do my lamination, but the laminator wasn't on, so I'm still waiting for it to heat. So I'd show you guys like a quick little haul of what I got at Dollar Tree. So I got some more toys for my student's toy box. I got her a couple of like little dollhouse sets at the Dollar Tree. I thought these would be really fun, and you know, student who was blind appropriate, that she could play with that and be creative. So I'm gonna throw these into the toy box. I got some Tic Tacs because you don't want to like over bribe kids with like too many sweets, you know, for obvious reasons. But Tic Tacs are really good like incentives because they're very small and there's like, well, there's 0 calories, but in 1 mint. I think there's calories if you eat multiples of these, but the point is that it's like a very tiny little bitty bit of sugar, so it's a very like easy. So I got fruity ones for my student and got some like, you know, wintergreen ones for myself. So I got some Tic Tacs, and then I got these. I don't know if they'll be useful or not, but they're marker storage containers. I don't think the fat markers will work in these, but for like skinny markers, I thought they might be good. So I might organize some of my like skinnier markers in these. I got 3 of them. And then I went ahead and got some, I really wish you didn't fold them, poster letters, as opposed to like doing like the die cut ones, like cutting out the letters myself with construction paper and having to tape them on. I just got some stick-on letters because I'm lazy that way. All right, is that everything in that bag? Oh, and I got these. These are really great sometimes for like low vision students, to help them like stay on the line when they're reading, like younger low vision students. So I saw them, and there's like it's a pack of 10, and you have some like different styles that would be really fun for like elementary kids. Like you got frogs and space and ocean animals, and then like some pink with flowers and rainbows and stuff. But yeah, these are really great for like helping kids like with tracking, that, you know, kids that are low vision, visually impaired, and getting to the next line. So they highlight the line that they're on and then move it down to the next line and read the next line, and it blocks what's above and below, and it just helps them be more efficient with their reading. So I saw them and I was like, oh, that's great. This is at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And then I accidentally got 3 of them because in my mind I thought it was all like one thing. But these packs of 3, so I got 3 packs of 3, and I brought some washi tape, and I'm going to decorate the tops, and I'm going to use these to do lots of things. I'm going to put chocolate in them. I'm going to organize like pens, organize our glue sticks, like all sorts of things in these. And then this is just for fun, another kind of blindism thing, but I got pink and like a mint green, which are my favorite colors. But these are, this one's watermelon, unicorn scented hand soap, and we do have a sink in here, and green apple. And I just thought they were super cute. And for a student who is blind, like it's a fun soap dispenser, you know, like that she can touch and feel, and and it's unique, and I just thought it would be fun for my, you know, my students who are blind. I really only have one student who is blind here, but yeah, so the cups we're gonna use for decoration. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and do my laminating later. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it or if I have to like put my name on it for the librarian to do it. The secretary up front told me that it was just in there and that they would probably be okay with me doing it, so I'm gonna go back and see if it's heated later, but we're gonna go ahead and start some organization.
I had my head so deep in the sand. When I met you, didn't have plans, but I stayed when I should have ran. Hey, and this happens every time. Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know we'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this. I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I'm afraid got you, just take my hand. Hey, and this happens every time, but with you I know I'll be fine. You're the sun in my darkest night. Hey,
got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this.
I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. Had my head so deep in the sand. When I met you, didn't have plans, but I stayed when I should have ran. Hey, and this happens every time. Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know I'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this. Afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying.
Okay, really hot again. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got done. It feels so much better in here because almost everything's off the floor. I've almost organized everything. And I got rid of most of the crap that was by the door. So, show you guys what we've done. Okay, so all of the boxes and the bins are gone from this area. It's just these this curriculum materials that the principal needs to come and check to see what they're supposed to do with. So I'm still waiting on that, but it's mostly out of the way for now. I got rid of the whiteboard because we don't really have a need for a whiteboard in a Braille classroom, but we are keeping the bulletin board, and I'm gonna have them put it right. Maybe I should move this over a little bit. Have them put it right here, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have them put the bulletin board there. Most of this is organized. Most of what's left on here is stuff that is gonna go on my desk when my desk comes in. I need to take these and this box out to my car because those are Braille textbooks for my older Braille student. Most of this is organized. Like I said, this is lesson plan stuff that I need to organize later. Sensory on that shelf, and then coloring, and then math manipulatives on the bottom two shelves. I've got just some stuff kind of stored away back there. All of this is low vision, professional. So we got a few low vision items, professional, Braille curriculum on this shelf, reading Braille books, and some large print and large print and tactile paper right there. The formal assessment on that little shelf, and down at the bottom we have my assessment materials. Right here we have the Braille embosser, the printer. We put a box of paper on the second shelf, and then we stored the other boxes of paper back here for now. That stuff's drying. This is where my desk is gonna be. And then the filing cabinet, right up next to this bookshelf right here. And then of course on this bookshelf, we've got resources and then tactile graphics like down at the bottom. I still need to like organize some of this stuff. This is all the stuff for my student to take to her classroom, but this is what this shelf looks like. It's mostly organized. So we've got the binding machine with the combs in these two containers. We've got our tactile image enhancer, which maybe one day I will show you guys what this does. Some wax pencils that you use on the paper. Tissue box out of the way. And then we have the magic tactile image enhancer paper that I just realized to put TIA, but it's okay. The magic paper that goes through this machine. And then quick draw paper, which I will show you later how that works. And I use these clear ones and then put the my Anno Simply Gilded washi tape on those containers. I have this pink one that I just put here because I thought there might be a reason for it. I have these like ice cream, cup things that look like waffle cones that I've had for a while that I use for different things. I've got like coins in this one, and there's not anything in here, but I just thought I might keep them because I think they're cute. I put a ton of office supplies in this big pretty container. And then right here, which I'm trying to decide what to do because now that I put the Para's desk here, which I'm wondering now if it should go there. But my thought process is that as my Braille student like walks in the door, I wanted her to be able to just trail this wall, and I wanted to have like tactile things for her to be able to touch and then get to wherever her seat is at our work table. So in my mind, I was wanting to keep that wall clear. But I might need to move this calendar now because it's kind of hard to get to because it's like a little wedge here. But yeah, and then I have this little container that I decorated that just has like clips and little things in. And then I organized my little white cups. I put, like I said, I put Simply Gilded washi tape around the tops to decorate them, and then I label them. So I've got all of our dry erase markers with the cleaner and the eraser right here. So we've got dry erase, highlighters, pencils, markers, scented and flare markers, pens, scissors, glue sticks, Sharpies, and 2020 pens. 2020 pens are these like special pens that are just easy, really bold pens that don't like smell like Sharpies. But they're nice and bold when you use them. We have low vision students sometimes use them. So that is where we're at. I am gonna go, okay, so that is where we're at. I'm gonna go get some lunch because I'm hungry. And then when I come back, we are going to probably finish doing my door and then maybe do a little bit more decoration, or I might put the Braille on my little posters that I made for my student. So that's kind of the plan. So I think I'm gonna go get Subway. I need something light today. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do.
I had my head so deep in the sand. When I met you, didn't have plans, but I stayed when I should have ran. Hey, and this happens every time. Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know we'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles, looking for a shortcut. Does it get easier? Cause I'm trying not to hurt now. I don't wanna miss out, I don't wanna lose all this. I ain't afraid to say I love you, baby. I ain't afraid to say that at all. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall. I keep a lock around my heart for safety, cause I've been through this before. All I'm saying is it with you, baby. I'm afraid I'll fall.
Okay, so I will show you guys what I got done. I'm pretty much done for the day. Like, my back hurts from like hunching over this table for too long. So I need to get out of here, but I'm gonna show you what I did. Okay, so I did complete all of these, and you know, I puff painted the shapes and added the Braille to all of the shape ones, and then I also completed, added the number, then word, and then added little, you know, tactile dots to each of the number ones as well. I was back and forth. If you guys know if you know Braille code, then you know that you have the literary Braille code, the UEB code, Unified English Braille, and then you also have Nemeth code. Well, some states are using UEB Math, some are using Nemeth. I know I'm talking gibberish just for some of you guys, but if you know what I'm talking about, I was back and forth about whether to use literary or Nemeth on these. So in the end, I went with Nemeth code numbers on the 10 frames, and I went with literary for the change, just because I want my student to learn both, obviously, and be exposed to both. And you often, I mean, except for when you're doing math, of course, you often see literary numbers in literary text on a regular basis. So I thought it made more sense to do literary numbers on the numbers and Nemeth numbers on the 10 frames. But so that's basically what I got done with that. The only thing left I have to do with this stuff is I need to hot glue like a real penny, a real dime, a real quarter, a real nickel on each of these. And then I haven't decided yet where this stuff is going. I'm thinking this wall, the bulletin board's going there. But like I said, I was like, oh, and this fell on me. Well, not on me, but like while I was working next to it, it fell. Because it needs to be repaired. And they stuck that leg back into it, but it just fell. So that was fun. Let me show you my door. I think it's a hot mess, personally. So I have the clouds, and I put Braille letters on each of them. Braille, like the word. I put Braille letters on each of the little bananas hanging from the tree, and then I also put some scratch and sniff stickers that I had. So this is banana scented scratch and sniff. Tree. I wrote "Go Bananas" for Braille. I forgot to cut this out until after I had started doing stuff, so I had to like tape this back on. We have a tactile butterfly with the word butterfly, and then some tactile flowers with the word flower. So I'm hoping people can tell that the part of the door that's exposed is supposed to be a tree, but we'll see. That was my first experience with decorating a door, and there's a very good chance that it could fall off over the weekend. I hope not. I hope it lasts at least for a little while, at least for the first like week or so of school, but we'll see. I use like the really sturdy like school box masking tape that's supposed to be like super strong, and I'm hoping that since I put it on a door instead of like a cinder block wall, that it'll stay longer. But stuff has stayed with that tape on a cinder block wall for me as well. So, and then basically I used the masking tape to put the paper on the door, and then I used hot glue to attach all the stuff to the paper. So I'm hoping it turns out okay, and I'm decently proud of myself for my first door decoration. You guys can let me know what you think. All right, I already showed you guys all of this. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got done this afternoon. I'm really happy that most of the junk is gone. I am gonna make this like sign thing probably tomorrow. This is like, VI blind office and like the teachers' names that will be in here. Still waiting on my desk and the filing cabinet. And that's really it. Okay, so that is it for day 3 of planning, and I will see you guys on day 4. Okay, so this is the final tour of the room. So I did put the things up on the walls. Here are the money ones where I stuck on the physical coins. And then we put our mantra by the door. Here's where I put all of the shapes. Like I said, I wanted them hand level so that my student could reach out and actually touch. Here's our board. Here's my organizational stuff. I have this plugged in because I'm still working on throwing a couple of these up on the walls. But we got everything organized. We put the Parapro's desk right here. We still haven't had the bulletin board put up on the wall yet, and the desk still needs the leg fixed. But this is my Para's desk. And then here is a bookshelf that we put between the Para's desk and the table where I work with my student. So this is the organizational things on this table, how things look. Yes, I have an old school CD player because I have a very old curriculum that I am using with my student that is CDs. The last time I used this curriculum was like 10 years ago, and that time I had to use a tape cassette player. So we've come a long way. But just what happens with old curriculums. I think now you can probably download the stories online, but I have the CDs. So we put the filing cabinet here. I put some of the numbers here. As you know, this is the organized shelf here. Basically, we have math manipulatives on the bottom two shelves, and then I have things that my student can reach and play with on her own on this shelf. I still haven't got these books taken away. Here's my organizational shelf for those materials. And then here is the setup for my desk. My keyboard broke on me. And I just realized my flags are not like the prettiest right now. I might need to kind of reorganize those so that they're cute again. They're kind of falling down. But I have my little flags around my desk. This is where we ended up putting this table with the Braille embosser. And then this is this shelf that has tactile graphics and resources on it. So this is my classroom. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my pre-planning week video. If you liked this content, please give me a big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. And I would love to welcome you guys to this Savvy Charmed Life family. So please hit that subscribe button as well. Okay guys, can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.
Get too close when I'm playing with fire. I get burned, but I know we'll be fine. Hey, got me running around in circles.